I am Taylor Rodriguez, a third-year criminal justice scholar hailing from the Miami, Florida, and today I'll be presenting a speech called One Click Away from Trauma. Have you ever seen a man die? Well, I have. Not in person, but on social media. When I was in middle school, a video of a man being shot was being shared around my school through social media. Kids my age passed it around from phone to phone like it was just another video. Yet we had unrestricted access to this, and it was insane because I thought to myself, why was I able to see that so easily? A child. That moment has stayed with me ever since then. It also made me realize something scary. Social media doesn't ask you if you're ready to see trauma. It just presents it to you like it's something normal. That experience is what inspired me to do research on this topic, and what I found was even more alarming than I expected. Today I want to persuade you that unrestricted social media access and exposure to children and teenagers exposes children and teenagers to violent content before they are emotionally mature enough to understand and process it, causing their risk of trauma, anxiety, and long-lasting psychological effects. To understand why this is such an important issue, first we must look at how social media affects kids. The first reason is that this is such a serious issue because children are being exposed to harmful content at younger ages than ever before. Think about how easy it is to open TikTok, Instagram, or even Twitter. One swipe, one click, and all you're going to see is violent videos, fights, and just traumatic events that no child should ever see. And there isn't even a warning. According to a 2026 article by Michaela Hogan and Linda Berhar-Hornstein published in The Practitioner, adolescents are especially vulnerable to social media effects because their brains are still developing, and social media algorithms are designed to maximize scrolls and views, not to protect our young children. In other words, the apps aren't asking, is this healthy for this child? No, they're asking, will this keep them scrolling? The second problem is repeated exposure to this kind of content has real mental health effects. Social media isn't just entertainment anymore. It's a real source of trauma. And it's where they see violence, tragedy, and things of that nature every single day. Hogan and Berhar-Hornstein found that every additional hour spent on social media increases a young person's risk of depression by 13%. 13%, guys. That's a pretty big deal when you think about how often people are scrolling on social media. Research by Gardner Ellis published in Environmental Research also found that early exposure to violent media linked to increased antisocial behavior, decreased empathy, and long-term psychological effects. These effects don't just go away. These are real effects that stay with you for a long time. The third reason this matters is because content online can actually contribute to violent trauma. A study by Faiz Mohammed and Dennis Burt published in International Journal found that people with higher social media use experience significantly higher levels of post-traumatic stress disorder. Many people assume trauma happens through real life actions, but trauma can also happen from seeing real life violent actions. That means children don't have to be physically present during these events. All they have to do is scroll, and they're immediately emotionally affected by it. Now that we've seen how serious this problem is, let's talk about what we can do about it. What can we as a society do about this issue? The good news is that there isn't any problems without solutions. Parents can have more conversations with their children about internet access. They can restrict what their children see. Schools can put in systems where they teach social literacy and how to avoid this type of harmful content. In fact, Hogan and Berhar-Hornstein recommend that families create social media plans and actively monitor children's social media use to reduce the mental health effects. And all of us can make small changes. Instead of sharing disturbing videos, report it. Instead of scrolling endlessly, take a break. And if you have younger siblings, warn them. Warn them of the damages that can cause. Small actions really can make a difference. Imagine if we can put these solutions into practice. Imagine two middle school students. One wakes up, sees violent content every single day, and commits crimes. Another wakes up, opens his phone, remembers his limits and what his parents told him, and he goes outside and he plays with his friends. Both students are growing up in the same world, but both are leaving with different experiences. So the question is, what will we do moving forward? Have you ever seen a man die? Every children should be able to answer no. Social media shouldn't ruin their chances of living a normal life. The next time you see a violent video, report it, don't share it. Talk about it, set healthy boundaries, and create a better future for the children of tomorrow and the children of today. Thank you.